Dead Cells streaking. We're up to streak 2. That means we won 1 and we will hopefully win this one. I'm not allowed to play survival. I would like to play brutality. So I think I'm gonna go with this. Because I'm a little worried that if I play tactics second and the difficulty goes up, brutality will be at a disadvantage. And I don't want to wish that upon the brutality. Our last win had Flint in it though, so this is a good sign. He do be a Flint gamer. Let's make sure assist mode is correct. As you can see, we have 150% bonus health and bonus damage dealt to me. The malaise counter is on permanent mode, so that as we're going through the biome, we will always get malaise until we clear it. So it's even more incentive that I have to cleanse the map before I leave. Oh my god, I thought I had the shield out. That's not good. Only streak 2 with 4 modifiers. What happened? So I died at some point. But what I decided was that, is it really fun to like go through like from modifier 0, basically playing a normal game of Dead Cells? Maybe not. Maybe we keep it as is, knowing that like this is a hard difficulty. And you know, that might be pretty cool. I was about to say, if that thing hits me, I'm actually gonna rage. But what's really cool is that I also enable more food is infected. So if we find that wall secret, it's actually a good test to see if modifier 4 is enabled. Do you only play vanilla Dead Cells? Could you be a little more specific on the term vanilla? Maybe like non-modded? Have you ever tried mods in Dead Cells V? Legendary punishment. I'll take that. So yeah, I do typically only play non-modded Dead Cells, and I leave mods for special events. I'm not opposed to it. And to be fair, the mod support wasn't as good back in the day as it is now. I just don't know if like the modding scene is still like as interested in doing mods as they are now. There's a lot of people doing skins and a lot of people doing music, which is fantastic. Like the skins and music are actually top notch. Wow. I really want the V.30 here. That's fine. But there's not like a ton of other mods that are super interesting besides old stuff that we've done before. We'll bring out Gastro. Frenzy would have been okay too. I'm sorry for the dumb question, but what does 9 BC mean? What does it mean that it's above 5? We have a command !BC. Give you the list of all the modifiers we have. This is a good Flint. Why is every Flint I pick up so good? Is this sleeper OP? Unfortunately, I don't think Serenade can like one-shot a bat anymore. Not with the difficulty we have set. Not on 9 BC, it can't. Do you watch football at all? Football? We were talking about how Brazil lost to Croatia and then Croatia got stomped by Argentina. So we were using the old League of Legends, how in the world do they lose to this kind of meme? Imagine losing to Croatia. if you're Brazil. Oh my god, oh. Toxic sewers, by the way. I wonder if there's a way for me to increase the speed of the monsters outside of melees. Duran did it with Bloodshot melees. I'd be really curious if that's something that I can manipulate as well. Or shoot, maybe there's a time where we have to just freaking ask Duran for the tech. Alright, so as you see, we got the Hollow Knight sword. We got the up tech. Swipe up like it's Tinder. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Apparently I can't really do it there. Ooh. Where's the damage? That's, that might be a little questionable. It does hit behind you, though, so it's pretty good. Do I have a Tinder? I've never used Tinder a day in my life. I don't know which way to swipe. No. I think we have to run and use the health pot. Just have to watch for poison. All right. That's a bad sign for the pure nail, just to say that. Almost lost the streak immediately. Now that could be a me issue. You all know me. I don't really care for Hollow Knight. I'll play it. But am I gonna like it? That's a different question altogether. Oily Serenade. Serenade is not oily. Have I played Hollow Knight? Yeah, I played it. I think I got... How many hours did I put into Hollow Knight? I didn't beat it, but I did spend a decent amount of hours. I want to say at least like 70 hours. Another one. Okay, calm it down. It's all right, people, it's all right. Yeah, so I probably did about 70 hours of Hollow Knight, didn't beat it, and then everyone kept asking me to play Hollow Knight. So I decided to do a speed run, where I just copied a speedrunner on YouTube. Not Fireborn, I copied someone else. Pest? Is that the name? Pest? I wanted to say Pestily, but I think that's like an Escape from Tarkov content creator. But lo and behold, we got the speedrun win in Hollow Knight, and now I never have to play that game again. I was playing it on stream. This is really why I never finished Hollow Knight outside of the speedrun. I played it on stream, and suffice to say, it didn't do well. And that's a me issue. It's my fault that I didn't stream it very well. I don't want to say that every stream has to be like the best viewership stream of all time. But you know, you kind of want the double dip a little bit. It feels good like when a game is fun and it does well at the same time. Oh my god, what hit me that time? I'm getting hit by stuff constantly, and I have no idea what it is half the time. Food. There's no food down there. 20% HP. I'm trying to decide, do I use the health pot or not? I feel like I shouldn't. Not a good overlap in audiences. What was a long time ago? So it was long before like I was anywhere near where I am right now. So there may be a world where, okay, V, if you revisit Hollow Knight now, maybe it will do okay. I gotta do the challenge rift. I might use the health pot. Like worst case scenario, we go Tainted Flask. Because if I get hit in here and die, I'm gonna be so upset. Like, I don't rage on stream or even in real life. Like, you all are never gonna catch me rage. Unless I die without using the health pot. I actually have a good clip out there that someone took. It was like actual good advice.
Hey, V.
And it was a whole segment about raging. Frenzy is kind of bad, but combo should actually be really good. So our good buddy is a top laner. They were playing Dr. Mundo top and just like hard stomping like a Giga Smurf in the top lane whenever they're playing Dr. Mundo. And then suddenly the enemy team picked Dr. Mundo. And they're like, okay, I'm gonna play like just a counter pick. So they picked a counter pick. It could be like Callista, Vayne, whatever. Even Teemo, just basic auto attack AP Teemo. And the Dr. Mundo ended up being like 5-0 after laning phase. No, during laning phase. And for those who don't know League of Legends terms, that means that the Dr. Mundo hard stomped our buddy. Which is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But what our buddy was saying was basically like, this champion is so freaking busted. How in the world does Riot not fix this? Like, my buddy actually did the same thing to multiple people during our games. And then when it happened back to them, now it was like a problem. And to me, that was the funniest thing I have ever heard. It's not rage inducing for me, it's pure gold. And that's not to say that I'm laughing at my friend, I'm laughing with my friend. Because I'm sure if I were to tell them that story, they would be laughing too. Like in the heat of it, you don't know that that's what's going on unless you're an outside party. And I guess that's for me like very typical, is that I'm the outside party to whatever the rage is happening. So I should feel very lucky that I'm not either A, inducing rage, or B, the one being raged upon. Tiltation. I talk about this even in Dead Cells. Being tilted in Dead Cells, you see it right away. Like, you all will know when I'm tilted. It is not invisible. Okay. So the torch is kind of a slow burn, no pun intended. It's strong, but it can't just one-shot the enemy. You gotta let it roast a little bit. You gotta let it cook. But the cooking is actually extremely good. Hello. I saved it. That was a frozen Alaskan crab right there. This is kind of scary, not gonna lie. So there's a couple things going on in this run. Not only do the monsters have increased HP, so they're tankier, they actually deal more damage. So like that punishment parry probably would have killed this thing back in the day. That's not to say that the punishment has been nerfed. I actually increased the monster HP. I do like the idea of frenzy just for playing the game. Ooh. Balance blade with poison. That sounds good. I know the corrupted cloud is a little redundant. We'll probably get rid of that at some point. I hate ramparts. I really don't like this map. You can go to conjunct either way. I just don't want to fight conjunct. I don't know if I can keep up with it with the balance blade. Bonus while you're full, crit 20%. And if we get frenzy, maybe that's a thing. Maybe I can try. This is gonna be so weird. Maybe I can do something like this. I don't think the move speed works with velocity. I think the move speed that comes from the legendary doesn't work with anything. We'll test it with frenzy. But I feel like mutations like what doesn't what? Let you change. Mutations like velocity don't work. Certainly find out. I got the crit, so I have the healing. But look, the move speed's already gone. There's no way that thing works. All right, we're jamming. Okay, we gotta think about what our corrosive cloud replacement is too. Ooh, I can buy a freaking health flask here. Wait, this is actually super good. All right, that I think is worth it in and of itself. I have never submitted like my Amazon Prime to Twitch Prime. I actually don't even have Amazon Prime right now. I think I'm in the minority on that. Anyone else in chat who does not have Amazon Prime? Might buy myself. There's nothing to watch on Amazon. Amazon Prime Video. What about Amazon Prime Music? You know what I did use my Amazon Prime for? Photos. You can upload photos. Yes, they have my data. They have pictures of Buster and Airless. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. The Boys is pretty good too. I don't watch really any television. So before the stream started, we actually spent a small segment looking at Twitch recap. Twitch actually sent out information, your data, of what you've been watching over the year. Ooh. Are oddly satisfying. And I have watched a lot of hours of Twitch. Various people. A lot of my good buddies. SD, Kage Myth, Pleasantly Twisted. You just played yourself. So yeah, I don't watch TV. All I watch are streamers and YouTubers. Is that bad? Like, we make fun of Zoomers for doing that. I think that's my one like Zoomer tendency. Is all I watch is content creators. Like no TV at all. Like you would think I'm an iPad baby, but I'm definitely not. I was outside as a kid all the time until my parents got me a Sega Genesis, and then I didn't want to go outside anymore. Did you all see that? I took no damage, but my parry didn't actually work. Is that... Oh, because I have foresight. I actually forgot that's a thing. I mean, kind of cool. Foresight value sort of saves my life. Okay, I promise that Frenzy is doing something. V, I hate to break it to you, buddy. I don't even want to look at the number of how much I might be getting off Frenzy. I just assume that's 1 billion health every hit. Another legendary? Goodness, like how many legendaries have we seen? Legendary ice bow. Huh. Is that good? What if I told you that red bow is cracked out of its mind like Forward in Twitch chat just said? The description is enemies hit by this will thaw more slowly. But what it really does is that the enemy stays frozen for longer when it's being hit. So like I'm gonna freeze an enemy, I'm gonna smack it, and then it should not unfreeze. Like that. I don't know if it's RNG, but see, that was 2 hits on a frozen target. I don't know if that's a translation issue or what. Definitely need shots pierce. But it'd be kind of cool to imagine that you could use the bow on a boss and then load in like a few balance blade swipes. Part of me thinks there is no world where that's good, but we will certainly find out. Certainly find out. Face Flask. Vengeance. Where does Vengeance go in place of combo? It's not an easy win. I'm telling you, this is not an easy win. Oh. We got the $20,000 Face Flask, the one that gives you the move speed? I didn't know that. Okay, I wasn't gonna run Instincto, but now I can. Instincto. Vengeance Frenzy. The Frenzy is a little odd. Yo, Kinky Slayer asks, what do you think is the best build for Hayabusa gauntlets? I'm a huge fan of Phaser with the Hayabusas, and the reason why is you kind of need something. Big pop. Oh, right, Face Flask destroys the crit from Balance Blade. Balance Blade requires you to not take any damage. If you take damage, it actually removes your crits. Oh, I haven't done this at all, by the way. D, stop trolling. Ooh, that was spicy. Stay right there. So a little bit of anti-synergy with the Balance Blade, but we can perhaps replace Balance Blade with Swift Sword and be in really good shape, I think. Okay. We'll see what the legendary is. Maybe the legendary throws our entire plan out the window. Gotta sell a giant killer. That's how we lost the last streak. We tried to main hand that. So yeah, if I didn't answer the question, Phaser does a good job of giving you that damage to get you closer to the 40%. And because it's on such a short cooldown, you can use the Phaser as sort of like a dodge roll. If you're fighting something like Timekeeper, you can Phaser in, punch, you'll turn, try to swipe, Phaser to the other side, punch. A lot of cool tech that you can do with it. And it also solves the issue of monsters like being very high in the air that the Hayabusa gauntlets might not be able to hit. So very, very good stuff. We actually got this on the survival run. I don't remember if we died with the quick bow, but it was in there, just to say that. I'm gonna say yes. This is potentially scary, mostly because I can't crit, so maybe there's a world where I don't use the face flask. Maintain the crits and see how it does. Face flask vengeance is 75% damage. The crit is double damage. It's not a 2 times multiplier. It's more like a 1.5 maybe? 1.5 multiplier plus 20%. Maybe that's 70%. I'm not a math major though. Oh wow, you didn't die? It's gonna be interesting. I didn't get the pierce. Crit is better math-wise. Thank you, math majors. Well, that's a tier 3. That's going to chase me. Look at all this junk I have to fight. All right, think. So the big issue with this, we gotta figure out how to deal damage. There will be a curse. We definitely have to rotate the cards. Crap, let's find the gold gorger first before we do that. This is gonna be a 10 malaise easily. Okay, the freeze enemies around you is actually coming up massive. All right, we're almost there. Still looking for that gold gorger. See how the monster's not breaking? Even with fire, it's not really breaking. Super interesting. Just use the face flask. We can't keep the combo anyway. Is that because we're taking too much damage? Had to do that. Oh, right. I remember the cards are actually influenced by frenzy. Please don't think I'm cheating. I didn't think about that part. So I activated the poison popper and it gave me all of my health back. I didn't think about that. Is that reportable? I don't think it's ban worthy. It's just, perhaps you should not use frenzy at the same time if you want to maintain the integrity of the streak. My heart sank. Where's the easy stuff? All right, as much as I love the balance blade, it's a little bit of anti-synergy. So we have to get rid of it. Oh my god, can you just die? I'm stressed. I can't pause. Crap. I think I need a weapon. War Spear. Brutality War Spear. Face Flask. Has to be good. Not a Mimic either. Has to be good. What in the world? What was he doing? That's an illegal maneuver. It's a Gold Gorger. Okay. I don't know what the Gold Gorger is. There it is. Okay. Yo, cards though? I'm not even breaking the ice when they get electrified. Look at this. Is that sick or no? Is my malaise going up? No, we must have cleansed, which is weird. I highly doubt I cleansed already. But either way, I think I have to do Celeste because I have to buy another health pot. Which could be a Mimic. Now that I think about it. Crowbar. I don't think so. Okay. So this is a Mimic Chance. Mimicked Hayabusa, not super great. Mimicked Queen. Mimicked Meat Skewer. I'm running Instincto, so I should just take this, I think. Not a Mimic. $20,000. That means it's a food Mimic. Oh yeah. We're swimming now, chat. Oh my god. That was a next level cannon. I rocks with the meat skewer a little bit. He do be cooking sometimes. Now that we got the air fryer. Okay, so this should give me 2 health flasks for 1 Mimic. Okay, it's a little cracked at it. He cooks sometimes. Jamaican brother. I'm making meat skewer with a side of Mimic. Okay. A little bit harder to get pierced than I thought. Cavern. Undying Shores. Sepulcher. Like, when do I don't want to do Giant? We'll have to figure out something. Because I get it that Giant might be the path of least resistance. And when it comes to streaking, we were saying that we don't want the streaks to just end up being B's gonna do the same thing every single time to maintain the streak. I don't know if you outright ban the Giant. Because there's definitely some instances where, like, oh yeah, this build right here cannot beat the Giant. Like if I'm going ice armor, not ice armor, I'm sorry, ice bow. Does absolutely nothing against the Giant. Wait, why do I do no damage all of a sudden? No vengeance, I guess. Giant's also a full malaise. Oh, you don't get frozen. You're right. Where am I? There's certainly nothing wrong with banning Giant somehow. I just think that I don't want to simply remove Giant from the choices. We just have to make it hard somehow. Your meat skewer is gonna do terrible against those things in the caverns. That's where I'm hoping my poison is gonna work out. Wow. Again. Sayonara, sucker. You know what I wish I had? I wish I had Fog Gate Randomizer. Like, I need to be able to go through a transition. And like, I don't know what boss it's gonna be. It's just gonna be random. But that doesn't exist right now. As far as I know, anyway. But yeah, I hit up Duran on Billy. I would pay too. Like, if Duran took USD, I would not mind paying for that kind of mod to be added. Shoot, I think people like Point Crow has done that themselves, where it's like you pay as a content creator for like a professional mod to be made. And right now, what I'm leaning towards is Fog Gate Randomizer. Legendary? I just lost an orb to the lava. By the way, the monster's HP is increased by 50%. Wow, that hurt. I love it that whenever I say stuff like that, I freaking get blasted by a monster. I wish I knew by the end of the game how much Frenzy has healed me for. Ooh. We're just trying to maintain the streak. The game's making it awfully difficult. Hello. Goodbye. Wow. Alright, whoever said that the Earthshaker was actually really scary with this weapon is absolutely correct. You all see that up there? It's free. If it's free, it's for me. I haven't done this in probably 2 years. Scary. Interesting. I haven't done that in 2 years. And now I'm worried, like, what if you actually can't get up there right now and it's bugged? And no one knows it's bugged. It's been like that for like the last 12 months. Yeah, I actually have triple jump and I wasn't doing it. I didn't think I had to. Barricade upgrade, okay. That's really, really good. Only got $9,000 now. Okay. A nice to see barricade in the store finally. You thought it was bugged. I regret to inform you, Loot. We have merchandise categories turned off. That's the only reason why it shows up. Because it's no color, it's in there with merchandise categories. I bought 2 health pots this run, so I spent $40,000 on healing items. It's probably a little rough. Okay, I don't have a ton of money. Bleeding, burning oil. That's oil. I can't get rid of the move speed, I think. We gotta get rid of this thing. It won't be as tanky as we think, but I can assure you each fist and the eyeball has 50% bonus health and damage. Don't ask me how I know that. It's toxic to say it. Oh my god, I popped that at the wrong time. That would have been such a good pop. Okay, so this is where the meat skewer has a little bit of an issue. But it seems okay right now. There we go. Because like you can only float for so long. So to actually be able to get hits on the eyeball can be kind of stressful. That's why I kind of wanted to get that laser glaive, so I can at least destroy the fist and not have to worry about those and only think about the eyeball. But of course, the laser glaive almost killed me. So perhaps it's a good thing we didn't. What can this build kill? I think it's spoiler, to be honest. I think Meat Skewer struggles against servants. Unless we get something legendary. It's not awful. It's really not. Hit like the chef from Rogue Legacy 2. I wonder if that's actually a shout out to Rogue Legacy 2. I don't think we're using this. Right now I'm trying to decide if I want to entertain that ice bow or not. Do I have enough money to reset for distillery? Just for the chance to fight the servants. With a weapon that I assume is better on servants than it is on Hand of the King. I just have no confidence without some kind of crowd control. Grapple hook, stun grenade, even a rampart shield. If I could get a rampart shield and take it into that, it would be pretty good against servants. But right now, I'm not feeling like I'm gonna be able to land frontals. Kind of the good thing about going distillery is you have choice. It's like I could still go, but if I don't think it's happening, I may as well take the easy route. In the future, he will have to go distillery every time. I'll be burnt out. Burnt out of going distillery every time, or burnt out from skipping distillery and going the easy route. Because you're right, when it comes to trying to do these streaks, we want to make sure that the run is as entertaining as possible. But we do want to make sure that we're making the game harder in a good way, like in a fun way. For example, we could say, oh, V, you have to do 10 push-ups after you kill every monster. Will the game be harder? Yeah. Like, even to make me do 1 push-up, yes, the game will be harder. But is it fun? For a little while, sure, but not too long after that. Now, I can say getting all these legendaries is super fun. Especially because the other day, all I was getting were legendary vampirisms. I feel like the game is actually liking me all of a sudden. Perhaps now they killed me. If you want to make distillery mandatory, that would also make no masochist allowed. Yeah, but there's money involved. So if I reset for masochist, because eventually we're gonna have the legendary forge deactivated. If you look at my money now, I'm at 12,000. I know it sounds like it's gonna be simple, but there is some difficulty in there. I wish the ice bow worked on the servants to like an incredible degree. Oh wow, you didn't even unfreeze. Whoa, who in the world put that there? Like, if I could freeze a servant and get in like 3 free hits with the Panchaku, I would definitely go there, but I can't guarantee it. Isn't Pan supposed to be burning the enemy? It really doesn't look like it's doing it. It is. I think the poison is just a little overbearing. The poison skull, a little more important, I guess. But I guess if you think about it, would you rather know something is poisonous or would you rather know that it's hot? I feel like I can at least make an educated guess that something's hot. I won't, like, you have steam, maybe it's like red or something. But do I really need to see the poison? Yes. It could be clear. It could be cute. It could be like bright colored, like a little froggy. So the poison is a lot more important. Oh my god. Twins? Goodbye, twins. I feel good about this run. Which means that the next run we do has to be... Alright, famous last words. The next run has to be tactics. Let's test out the vengeance. Not vengeance, the frenzy. Yeah, see how it actually healed me a little bit? Didn't heal me for a ton. So I feel a lot better. But I believe people said that the poison heals you for way too much. I should check if I can increase the damage traps do. What do y'all think about that? The next modifier, increase the damage dealt by traps. Hades has that. Perhaps we need that in Dead Cells. Perhaps. Does that not just make Masochist mandatory? It could, but then again, someone was also saying that perhaps a modifier should be you are only allowed 2 mutations. So if you're playing tactics and you need disengage and you need point blank, there's no room for Masochist there. Right? It's a very interesting idea. Very scary at the same time. Hit one, spike, boom, instant life support. It sounds fun until I get hit, and then it probably won't be fun anymore. I never turn on trap damage in Hades. Like in 32 heat, it takes a lot for me to actually activate that. I hate it. I'll do double forced overtime before I do that. Sick. I knew I could have parried. Oh my god, if only I popped all that poison, that would have been so good. Pop it. You didn't like that. Oh my god, I wanted to get the spin so bad. Alright, so you all don't know, but at that moment, this happens every day that I stream, every single day. There's a single moment where I'm thinking, if I land this, it will be the most pog thing I've done the entire day. Like, I think of it in an instant. It's today the day I try to parry these with the spin from Panchaku. For those who don't know, the spin parries bombs. I tried it, paid for it. It's not my fault. If you all were there, you would have done it too. I bet every single one of you would have tried that same parry. I did it first. I take all the credit. Rip orbs? So we're in the final biome. We did do spoiler last time, I believe. But again, we haven't been doing only spoiler. We have done a couple queens for the streak. And I do hope to do more. I do like the idea of like deciding based off of the build which direction to go in. Take that. I tried to fight Giant with Oven Axe the other day, it didn't go well. See, that's why I think banning Giant isn't the way to go from the streak. Because there will be times where we cannot go Giant because it's a throw. Imagine selling that in this build. He was going to Mars! Did y'all see that? He double pumped it. That's kind of sick. Ow! Reportable? Nah, V. I didn't see Jack squat. I'm not snitching. You do you, buddy. Just save some for me. That's all the chat's saying. We bring all of us up at the same time. I love doing that. The other thing I'm doing is I'm not doing the speedrun skip. For those who know about that. For those who know about that. For those who know about, for those who know about that, it's that right there. It allows you to open the gates to hell. We're not gonna do that today. I'm gonna try not to do it in any of the runs. If you catch me doing it, please report me. Ooh. Now I've said this before, anyone in my chat, you are allowed to take clips of my stream, go to Reddit, farm karma, or go to the Discord and report whatever you see. You have my full permission. The only thing you do not have permission to do is go to some other streamer and post what you just saw. And that's not because I don't want streamers to know. I don't want you to spam other streamers with other people's content. It's kind of weird. I don't mind people giving me stuff to look at. I am making that an open door. But what you don't know is if other streamers have that door open themselves. If you don't ask the question and you just post, it's kind of weird. We're good to go. This run took us a little while. But either way, I like the result. I think we had a good thing going here. I'm excited if we get the win to think about what the next modifier is gonna be. Knock on wood. You never know what's gonna happen. This is Dead Cells after all. Got the poison, got the star. I want to say I leave everything else. Okay, final build. We can keep the frenzy, or we swap it for emergency triage. I think that's the smart thing to do. The frenzy tech is cool and all, but I probably don't like need it. What I really need is to win. But the last, let's get in here. This is possibly streak 2 with 9 BC enabled. Hoping for a clean 10 BC by Saturday. Back again for the medicine. Donating all those cells. Can you, the pan spin, do any reflects on this? Yes, it can reflect the bombs. Look at all that poison. Pop it. Oh my god. Pop it. 30 million health. Down the drain. He wish he had it. Now, is that the deck doing all the work? Or is that Veedotme doing all the work? Surely I have to do something. Oh, I could have just stood there. Ah, unlucky. All right. Got a hit out of me. I respect it. Drink up. Boom! That is pretty good. Not gonna lie. We do have one banned skill in the run, in the streak. It's the weapon that drops from this boss. We have that banned. But that'll be nothing. If there was ever a case that something should be bannable, we may have seen a little bit of evidence today. Not compelling evidence, just considerations, right? We got good stuff. Good stuff is allowed to be good. Doesn't have to be banned. It's a matter of if it's too easy. If I had the spoiler weapon, it might be too easy. The deck requires at least a little bit of brain usage. And when I say brain usage, I don't mean that like you have to be quote unquote smart to play it. It's just more so a little bit of game knowledge. Know that this attack is gonna give me a ton of poison, this attack won't. The boss does this, I'm gonna get the invincibility, and then when that wears off, then I press the invincible button. Fortify doesn't really do anything. Barricade, whatever it's called. And then we're right back in the driver's seat. So it's pretty good, I will say that much. And that actually puts us at a new streak. It's not a record though.